Hi everybody, Alex here from Expert4x, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the profit retriever and what is happening in the life of the profit retriever. And we're not going to be talking about the $50 million bill that you can see on your screen, which is now in today's money worth $4.50. Okay, so this video is basically a response to a video I sent out in the middle of April, which said that there was a new version of the profit retriever coming out and that we would be providing settings for the profit retriever. So what we have done is we've incorporated the profit retriever settings into our monthly settings, which are in the process of being done right now. We have to process over 20 million alternatives to get to the best 2,000 alternatives that we provide to our clients in the paid as well as in the free forum. And this is just to let you know that we're working on it. The profit retriever has specific setting challenges which I'll deal with later on. But this is a work in progress. We are incorporating it and it will be a standard feature in future settings that we provide. Now, the other thing about testing the profit retriever is that it does take long, because I always try and test my profit retriever using the every tick basis. But what happens is those are the hours that it will take, and that's 52 hours, 47 hours, 106 hours, and 45 hours. So when we supply you with settings, these things take a long time to generate, and as you can see, these have already been running for 12 hours and they are taking a long time to generate. And that's something that you need to take into account when you receive these settings, and it takes a lot of effort to create quality optimized settings. But in the meantime, in this particular video that I also sent out in April, there are 16 settings that you can use. Very few people have actually traded those 16 settings. I am trading in them and they are doing really well. I have seen one more trader that has adopted these settings. So please, if you are short of settings, go and test these settings that I provide in this video. So that covers the setting side. They're on their way. They have been built into the new settings for this month. And let's now move on to the profit retriever. Now, as you know, there's a new version, the profit retriever dual trader. It's a beta version, and we sent it out to our paid forum for them to beta test, tell us what they think about it. So just to give you a general background, factors that we take into account before commercializing a robot, and I must just add that we have a cupboard full of robots that have been rejected. So we don't just commercialize every single robot that we come up with. We actually look at a number of factors, and here are just 6 of the main factors that we look at. Firstly, profitability is very important. In terms of the dual trader, the profitability is almost reached $1 million in some of the tests that we did. So there's no problem with the profitability of that EA. So then we look at the skill levels required to trade a robot. And when we say skills, it's not a case of, oh, can you put a set file into a robot? It is the psychological skills. For instance, here's a great robot that we created. It's the Super Sculptor. It was an indicator. We turned it into a robot. It performed extremely well. It generated quite a lot of income. But unfortunately, it had a success rate of 25 to 30%. And we decided not to commercialize it, although it was nicely profitable, because psychologically, traders cannot trade a success rate of 25 to 30%. We just know that it creates all kinds of knock-on problems, and we shelved it. Now, there are a lot of those kind of EAs in our cupboards. I'm just pointing this out as a factor that we take into account. In spite of profitability, we need to know that psychologically traders can trade the EA and that they have the skills required. Now, there are very, very few EAs that are just buy the EA, plug the set file in, and it's going to work. I can tell you that. You do need computer skills, and those skills are very important. And if the skills are above average, so in other words, it's not the basic robot trading skills, but above average, it also points towards the robot not being suitable for general traders. Point number 2. Number 3, ease of understanding the trading concepts. The dual trading profit retriever trades 2 strategies at the same time, and the beta testers just could not get their heads around that concept. They wanted to change it to be a hedging, so that the 2 strategies start hedging. So there was very little understanding of how these concepts work. Now, if really advanced traders, the beta testers, can't get their heads around the trading concept, then we have to ask, can the average trader get their around the concept? And unfortunately, this is one of the areas where profit retriever, a dual trader, has fallen down. Also, the risks involved. The profit retriever does have higher drawdowns than normal EAs, and so there is more risk involved. The risks increase if you don't have the skill levels to trade the robot, or you fail to understand the trading concepts. And then these things pile up, because if you don't have the skill levels, the understanding to trade the concept, there are big risks involved. We have to support that. There are more support requirements on the business, technical support requirements, trading support requirements. So that just piles up and makes the EA less attractive to commercialize. And then obviously we need to look at the potential customer satisfaction. And when we have problems such as high skill levels required, traders battling to understand the concepts or trading concepts, there's high risks involved. There's a high risk to us and of customers potentially not being satisfied with the EA. So in a nutshell, what we've done is we have decided to not commercialize the profit retriever dual trader. But that's not the end of the world, because I'll show you what we will do in place of that. And one of the reasons why we are not commercializing is that the existing profit retriever is a fantastic tool. And recently, in the last week or so, a trader has made us aware of a unique way of trading this particular profit retriever, and we are in the process of testing it. And as you can see, here are some of the test results that are coming out. There's over 250,000 there, and that's the reason for the slide that I used. And there's just under 250,000 there, and all that. And these are based on tests done on a $10,000 account over here. So what we're saying is that the existing profit retriever is actually a fantastic tool, and why do we need an additional one? And that's another reason why we've shelved the profit retriever dual trader. So these settings are my own personal settings. I'll most probably make them available in the paid forum for traders to experiment with and test. But certainly this strategy that the one trader has made us aware of is really pretty good. Lower drawdowns, higher income, and that's all that we're always looking for. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you do need trading skills to trade any robot, and I just must remind you that we have a robot trading course, and it covers expert trader, intermediate trader, and beginner trader requirements. It is running. We have a competition running where the first 4 traders to pass the course get a nice big cash prize. I have detailed that in another video this week. And if you want to firstly be part of that 0 to hero course, if you want to participate in that, then here is where you can join. There's the joining spot, and here's the link to join. There's also a further advantage to joining the forum. There are at the moment 14 benefits that you can get from joining the forum, and I'm going to talk about the new one that's coming up. So as I mentioned, we do shelve a lot of our EAs and never commercialize them. Some we commercialize and then we take them off our selling list. Now you'll see if you go into our free settings part of a service, you'll see a whole lot of EAs that aren't for sale, like the Daily Pivot, the Divergence Trader, the Magic MA, the No Stop Hedged Grid trader, the RSI trendline trader, the power punch trader. You won't find them on our for sale list because we have said, look, there's a limit to the support we can give to our clients, and we only going to put the more robust EAs on our list, and those EAs are still being supported. We are actually supplying settings to our clients for those EAs, but we try to reduce our exposure to the market by reducing the number of EAs we use. So what we've basically said is that it's such a pity to put all of these profitable EAs, not make them available to our clients. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to make them available to our premium member clients. I have a special section in the forum where premium members, and we'll most probably do this on a 1 EA a month basis, we will be making these EAs available to our premium members. And this benefit has already been added to the forum. Here you can see it's discontinued robots and robots that were not commercialized, like that super Sculptor robot. We've got it there, it's been tested, it's highly profitable, but we're scared of commercializing because of the factors I mentioned before. So this benefit will kick into place in the next month. It isn't there right now, but certainly the Profit Retriever dual direction trader is a candidate for this particular section. Bearing in mind we're only going to be making one robot available a month. And I have mentioned the competitions, and there's the 0 to hero trading course competition of $2,000. So you can go and read about that when you're in the forum too. So just to recap what we've covered in this video, basically we're saying the settings are on their way. They will be coming. You can use those other settings that I've mentioned in that video that I've mentioned. Also, there will be new settings available in the forum as a result of my testing of this new strategy that is currently available without making any changes to the Profit Retriever. Also, the other message from this video is that the new version of the Profit Retriever will not be commercialized. It won't be made available as yet, but there is a chance that it will be made available through this new service that has also been announced in this video, where we will make certain EAs available to our paid clients to enjoy. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've been updated as to what's happening at Expert Forex. There's a whole lot of other things happening. We've got competitions running and so on. So there's a lot of activity going on, and it's all to the benefit of our trading clients. So from me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.
Yeah.